Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're taking on a giant. We are going to break down exactly how to conquer the notoriously difficult CISSP certification without getting completely lost in the technical weeds. If you're aiming for the top tier of the cybersecurity profession, you already know this test is the ultimate gatekeeper. But don't worry, we are going to demystify the whole thing, using insights straight from the exam's creators, leading instructors, and the pros who have successfully run the gauntlet. So let's start by talking about the elephant in the room. $150,000. That is a staggering number, right? Well, that represents the upper average salary potential for the professionals worldwide who hold this credential. And honestly, senior positions often exceed $175,000 a year. There are over 165,000 elite professionals around the globe who've achieved this, making it the undeniable gold standard in the industry. It's the credential that opens doors to roles like Chief Information Security Officer, Security Architect, and Security Consultant. To get you there, here's our game plan for this explainer. We're going to cover the ultimate cybersecurity credential, the 8 core domains, real-world testing and assessment, the secret manager mindset, and wrap up with top-rated study resources. Let's get right into it. Section 1. The ultimate cybersecurity credential. It's time to look at the actual format of the beast you're stepping into the ring with. Here's the deal with the format. If you take the exam in English, it uses something called Computerized Adaptive Testing, or CAT. That means the difficulty actually adapts to you. Answer a question correctly, and boom, you get a more challenging one next. You'll face anywhere from 100 to 150 questions and have a maximum of 3 hours to knock it out. Now, if you're taking a non-English exam, you're looking at a linear format. That's a fixed set of 250 questions over a grueling 6 hours. Either way, you need a score of 700 out of 1,000 points to pass. Oh, and keep in mind, passing the test is just step 1. You also need at least 5 years of cumulative paid work experience in 2 or more of the exam domains to officially claim the title. Moving right along to Section 2, the 8 core domains. Let's map out the massive syllabus you have to conquer. These 8 pillars are the absolute foundation. They represent the fundamental best practices in information security that you simply must master. We're talking everything from basic asset classification and identity management all the way to complex network security and baking security right into the software development lifecycle. And they aren't all weighted equally either. For instance, security and risk management makes up 16% of the exam, while software development security sits around 10%. But make no mistake, you have got to be proficient across the entire board if you want to pass. All right, Section 3, real-world testing and assessment. Let's bring this out of the textbook and into reality. We're going to drill specifically into Domain 6 for a second. The crucial point here is establishing a robust security posture through continuous assessment and testing methodologies. We're talking about finding the weak spots in your armor well before the bad guys do. To really nail this domain, you need a deep working understanding of vulnerability management, penetration testing, and security audits. So how do we actually do that by the book? Enter NIST Special Publication 800-115. This government guide gives you the theoretical blueprint for how to properly conduct these exact assessments. It's an incredibly vital document that outlines the practical recommendations for designing, implementing, and maintaining technical security test procedures. Basically, it teaches you how to find those vulnerabilities, verify your compliance, and build out mitigation strategies in a standardized, highly methodical way. Now, to bring that theory to life out in the field, you'd use a tool like Tenable Nessus. While NIST gives you the rules of engagement, Nessus is the industry-leading tool you'd actually fire up to execute them. It's the world's #1 vulnerability scanner, trusted by tens of thousands of organizations. The best part? It eliminates blind spots with literal 6 Sigma accuracy. We're talking an insanely low false positive rate of just 0.32 defects per 1 million scans, and it covers over 119,000 known vulnerabilities. Connecting the dry theory to real-world tools like this is exactly how you truly master the CISSP domains. Next up, Section 4, the secret manager mindset. Honestly, pay close attention here because this is the absolute game changer. Look, I know you're studying hard, but listen to cybersecurity expert Kelly Handerhan. She provides the ultimate mentor secret for this exam. You must stop acting like a technical worker bee. You're probably a super smart engineer who loves diving into the weeds to fix a broken system. Well, for this exam, you have to turn that instinct completely off. Your role is to collect information, report it, and advise senior management based on risk. You are a risk advisor. You are not a technician. Think about it. If you just dive into a server and start applying patches or slamming ports shut on a firewall because you spotted an issue, You are totally bypassing established corporate procedure. You're violating change control. If everyone just ran around fixing things on the fly, a business would have zero documentation, zero proper testing, and absolutely no rollback strategies. You have to fix the process, not just jump on the technical glitch. Which leads us to a really fundamental question, one that trips up highly technical engineers on the exam every single time. Take a second and think about how you would answer this. How much security is enough? Is it as much as possible? The correct answer? Just enough. Seriously, you would never spend $50 to protect a $20 bill, right? That means every single security decision you make on this exam must be driven purely by the business value of the asset. You have to figure out what your assets are actually worth, including the intangible stuff like brand reputation and customer loyalty, and you never ever spend more than your potential for loss to protect them. And here's another massive reality check from Kelly Handerhan. Your job on the exam is to gather information and advise, but the ultimate decisions and the culpable legal negligence always flow down from senior management. We hear it all the time. Everyone is responsible for security. Sure, culturally, maybe, but from a legal and managerial standpoint, senior management holds the ultimate responsibility. Your entire goal is to guide them so they can make the right choices for the business. Finally, Section 5, top-rated study resources. Let's get you armed with the best gear so you don't have to struggle alone or go broke. Look, if your company is picking up the tab and budget isn't an issue, the Reddit community highly recommends a few premium options. Destination Certification offers an absolutely fantastic all-in-one solution. They give you custom study maps, workbooks, and even one-on-one calls to keep you on track. On the other end of the premium spectrum is SANS LDR 414. It is a highly expensive, elite course, but it's often the preferred platform for chief information security officers. But hey, what if you're paying out of pocket and on a budget? No worries at all. You absolutely do not need to spend a fortune. In fact, you can access top-tier instruction practically for free. Mike Chappell has an excellent course on LinkedIn Learning, which you can often access for free just by using your local library card. Thor Pedersen is also highly recommended over on Udemy, again, frequently free via library partnerships. Combine those with Pete Zerger's completely free YouTube courses and the free Learns Up study questions, and you literally have a world-class study plan at zero cost. So as you dive back into your studies, here is the big question to leave you with. Are you ready to step out of the trenches and start thinking like a manager? You've got the resources, you know the domains, and you understand the battlefield format. But the real test? It's whether you can elevate your perspective from the server room to the boardroom. Let that shift in mindset guide your preparation, and I promise you, you'll be well on your way to claiming that ultimate cybersecurity credential.